This is a PokePress Special Report. Hi, I'm Stephen Reich here at Top Cut Comics in Rockford, Illinois, at one of the 2011 Pokemon Trading Card Game City Championships. I'm here with PJ, who is one of the participants in the Masters Division of today's tournament. And PJ, you played a Scissor Cherrim deck. Now, it's been around for quite a while, the basic components, and it consists of, one of the scissors, of course, and the Cherrim that there's two different Cherrim. One of them came out more recently, and they have abilities that either increase the amount of attack damage a grass Pokemon does, or reduce how much damage it takes. Now, first of all, how did you balance those two out? How many of each did you use in your deck of the Cherrim?
Well, there's three offensive Cherrims, as I like to call them, the ones that do additional damage, and one defensive Cherrim. I find it's better to throw a little bit more damage and kind of sacrifice the defense, but that defense is good to have should you need it. For example, the Shadow Skip Gengar does 10 damage to the bench Pokemon. However, if you have that defensive Cherrim in play, it's not going to do any damage to your bench. So it can kind of act like a bench shield in that way, but only for 10 damage. But other than that, yeah, the extra 30 damage, if you can assuming you can get all four Cherrims on the bench, that extra damage is very crucial sometimes.
And speaking of Gengar, there's a lot of Gengar Vileplume decks being played these days, and of course Vileplume stops you from playing trainers from your hand. So how do you, since your deck relies a lot on trainers, how do you sort of strategize around that? I know you played actually quite a few today, and you actually managed to beat a couple of them. How do you adjust your strategy to account for that sort of what's normally a disadvantage?
Well, I try not to play too many trainers in the deck. It just so happens that you kind of get them all at once sometimes. But you always try to have a hand refresh supporter in your hand, something like Cynthia's Feelings or Looker's Investigation, Oak's New Theory, something like that. Just try to get as many things as you can out of your hand if they're trainers, obviously. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, PJ. This has been Stephen Reich at Top Cut Comics in Rockford, Illinois, at one of the 2011 Pokemon Trading Card Game City Championships. This has been a PokePress Special Report.